Well, Jim Kramer's here again this week, second time on TMB TV, working crew chief for Larry Swim. Jim, tell us about some of the other checks you go through after a show, getting ready for another one with Bigfoot.
Well, you know, we come out of our shop, the trucks are pretty well checked over, and we know they're right. Our mechanics are great. But once we get to a show and we finish one, then we have to perform the same kind of checks that they did in the shop here on site. And that is, you notice I jacked up the truck, I turned the axles completely to one side. I actually get in there and that opens up an access hole where I can actually see the differential. We run a double cordon joint. We'll make sure that all the bearings are in there, no debris is falling out. We also want to check for end play. Make sure we can move that axle at least 1/8 of an inch back and forth. So make sure that everything is running true and running straight and not binding up. We do that with all 4 ends. After that, we'll actually pull a differential plug. It's a magnet. And it's a great indicator. I mean, it's great because you take this thing out and you swap it for another one right away, but then you read what's on the magnet. There's no debris on the magnet, you know you're good to go for the next show. If there's a bunch of debris, then you have to analyze that debris. Is it clutch material? Do you think you can make it another show before you have to change it? If it's ring and pinion teeth or side gear teeth, it's a no-no. You have to take it out and change it. So you have to look what's on the plug, analyze it, see if you make the next show or not. That has to be done after every show, so you know when you go out, you've got a 100% chance of finishing that show and not have a failure.
Now, Larry's been running real hard this weekend. He's been doing a real nice job. A couple wheelie contests win, picked up freestyle here in the last show. Tell us what you think of how it's going so far this weekend and what we can expect for tonight.
Oh, I think you expect more tonight. Everybody's primed up. You know, we had 2 shows under our belt. This one's a doubleheader, and it always makes it rough. And the last show of the night is always more intense. Because guys know they have a little time when they go home to fix their trucks up. Did you notice he took the tailgate off? You probably see, we'll reattach it. You probably see some more of that tonight. But Larry's coming along really well. You know, we kind of turned him loose a little bit to run the trucks a little bit harder and put on a lot better show. And he's stepping up to the plate. We're working with him on his driving skills, how to land a little better and things like that. And he's very receptive, good driver, coming along fast.
Well, that's great advice there from Jim Kramer, talking about some of the technical stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Really appreciate you taking a minute for us, sir.
Thank you, Ross. Good talking to you. This is why we go through all this trouble. We want to see nothing on this magnetic plug. If there's any debris in this magnetic plug, it could indicate a failed rear end. So we got a show to do tonight, so we check them after every show, especially in a doubleheader like today. That looks good. That's normal wear.
We're here with Larry Swim, Bigfoot bad boy. You just took the freestyle win. You're sweeping the wheelie contest so far this weekend. Tell us about Salisbury. How's it going for you? How's the truck running? All that good stuff.
Well, so far so good. Like I said, like you said, we won the wheelie contest both days. Made it pretty far in the racing, just not far enough. But we still got tonight. Hopefully, we'll change that and see what happens. Well,
tell us about the tailgate too. 2 shows so far, and you've knocked it off in racing, of all things, twice so far. Tell us about that.
I guess from being loose last night, it was not on there very good, and it came off in racing. So, hey, it happens, just extra weight that holds us back.
Okay, now looking at the bigger picture in the points race, you're out front. You're probably almost at 1,000 points now. You got a good position, and you still got plenty of time to improve your score before Pocatello. Tell us how you're feeling about that.
Well, feeling good. If these guys keep winning racing, though, it's not helping me. But we're gonna do what we can. We're still in the lead right now, but hey, anybody can take it anytime. We're just glad we're out front right now.
Well, that's Larry Swim with the Bigfoot bad boy, and if I had to place a bet on it, I think we'll be talking to this guy again after the show.
I forgot. I'm supposed to throw in a little thanks to my wife because she's always on the Monster blog, and she's the boss, so we got to keep her happy.
Well, it is all about keeping the wives happy. I can attest to that, and I think Colby probably can too. That's Larry Swim. He's got it going on this weekend, and like I said, I think we might be talking to him again before the night's over with. Well, one of the great things about TMB TV is it gives us a chance to take you behind the scenes of all aspects of a monster truck show. And one of the coolest side acts you can see at a show is the car-eating dinosaur. Here in Salisbury, we've got Transaurus, and I'm standing here with Rick and Sherry Doherty, and they're going to tell us a little bit about Transaurus. Now, how long have you guys been doing this?
Going on 15 years now.
Tell us a little bit about how you got into this. Did you guys build the machine? How did that happen?
Actually, it was started in Oregon, and we brought it to Florida. We purchased the machine, what was left of it, from Bill West. And then we went ahead and rebuilt the entire machine so it was show-worthy.
Tell us what some of the highlights of you guys' career has been. What's some of the real big neat things you've done? Earlier you were showing me pictures of where you've crushed down some houses and stuff like that.
Originally, yeah, we got started with the DARE program. We'd take down crack houses for the DARE program, drug houses and old derelict homes, you know, so the activity would slow down in the neighborhoods. We've done Lowe's Motor Speedway, several of the other big speedways. It was on Hulk Hogan, Thunder in Paradise. He had to climb on it and kill it. And it was on some shows like Real TV, like that.
Well, lots of good stuff for Transaurus, and it's just a treat to get to see you guys here at the show. Sherry, you were telling us a little earlier that you drive the machine. You get the dinosaur going out in front of the crowd. What's the chances you'll take us inside and show us some of the controls and how it works?
Oh, that sounds good. Let's go. Let's see. We'll start with the beginning. This is the backup camera and a backup alarm. Drives it. This is a steering. This is for turning right or left, and this one's for left. Got this switch, and these open the doors. The dinosaur comes out when I turn this pump on. Of course, out of sequence here, but there's the pilot lights for the pilots for the fire. There's the fire button. We drool. We have headlights and strobe lights, the eyes of the dinosaur, and that's about it. And that's about the Transaurus. Oh, I forgot that side. You want that side? That side operates the dinosaur. It's got a little bit more knobs over there. And that's Transaurus. More monster trucks coming up next.
When planning a monster truck show, one of the most important elements is picking out the crush cars. Now, sometimes you get good cars to use and sometimes you get bad cars to use, but tonight we've got the ultimate car for the monster truck show. The big boat, the Lincoln Town Car. You could not ask for a better car for a wheelie contest. It's going to provide a lot of action for tonight's show, and it's all coming up right now.